What happens? It brings a discipline to the mind. Now your mind is not going to be clouded up regarding the decisions you make about who you're going to allow into your life. Passion is an emotion. It's expressed. Isn't that right? So we know it's a desire, but it is an emotion. It's going to express itself. So you have to have some discipline. I think one of the most passionate people in the Bible was Samson. You all heard of the story of Samson? Samson and Delilah? How do you think he saw Delilah? You think maybe he had some passions? And then motivationally, his resentment, and this is the way the loser's limp is there. You know what I mean? It came into play. The loser's, you know what the loser's limp is, right? Hopefully we won't see that in the 49ers football game today. But okay, the loser's limp is like, you're going to get to the end zone and they tackle you down before you get there, and the reason why they did is because you slowed down, so you get up and you have the loser's limp because you have an excuse of why I didn't make it into the end zone. Okay, well, what's the loser's limp emotionally? What is that? Huh? It's the fact of uncontrolled passions. It's a lack of discipline in how you control your thought life. So if you control your thought life, what's going to be the result? It's going to be discipline. That's why we're called not converts, because we're all converts. We're converted from where we were at one time in darkness into light today. But we're not called converts. What are we classified as? Disciples. And what is the root word to discipline? Say it. Discipline. What is the root word for it? Disciple. Discipline. Root word is disciple. So a disciplined one is a disciple. So you have some control over your emotions and your passions. What's going to be the result? You're going to be a lot clearer in decisions you make. In decisions you make. You're going to be a lot clearer in how you make your choices. So when you come to things that you know, because I'll tell you, man, if the V-Rod was right there, just pulled up right here, a representative from Harley Davidson drove it up, had the rev those pipes and pulled up to right there, I'd have to have some discipline over my emotions, over my passion, to not want to stop right now and walk up. Hey, you guys, hold on 1 second. We're going to pause this. I'll be right back. Hey, I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm going to have some discipline. Oh, wait a minute. There's a passion. Hey, oh man, nice, but how are you going to feel about that? You get the picture? Well, that's called a lack of discipline. See, and I'm using a lighthearted thing, but I'm saying that throughout life, you got a lot of choices that you make in life that will impact your life if you don't have some discipline regarding your passions or your desires or your emotions. Have you ever been in a good career? And I say it in the past tense because you're not in it anymore because of lack of control, lack of control of emotions. It's isn't like a simple thing. Isn't that a simple little thing? Do you win a fight with uncontrolled emotions? I'm talking about this is a professional fighter right here. This is a professional fighter. And as a professional fighter, do you win fights with lack of control? Lack of your emotions? Control of your emotions? What happens if you lose control of your emotions? You get worn out. It'll wear you out. Can you imagine? Lack of control of emotions will wear you out. All right, moving right along. I guess you got it because you're in silence. Okay, it says the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes. So now, okay. Job, I like Job 31:1. I think it's 31:1 or 33:1. One of those. It's a very simple thing, and I utilize that because as an analogy for males, I can't speak for females because I'm not a female. But I can speak on behalf of males. I've made a covenant with my eyes. Is that what Job, is that 31:1? 31:1, right? I've made a covenant with my eyes not to behold young women. Not to behold. I think of the word behold as you looking. Right? Behold. Look. Right? Okay, so I made a covenant with my eyes. I'm using that. This is an analogy. I made a covenant with my eyes not to behold old women. And no disrespect to my elders, okay? I'm not saying this. Usually people who have seen years understand the laws of gravity begin to pull. And we all have seen years, and that's why we do work out. Or something. Because we want to keep everything up. Okay? Because things start to pull down. Okay? So then after years go on, things go down. You know? So that's why I believe that the Spirit of God had it written that way on purpose to specify where our eyes could go. And I'm using that side of it because men, I don't know about you, man. You know, when I'm watching UFC fights and then this happens. I don't know about you, but I'm not blind. And I don't think that's a 80-year-old person. No disrespect to 80-year-olds. What? Maybe she had work done? And she's 80? Praise the Lord. Whatever makes you happy. Okay. All right. Well, you know, naturally held up. Okay. Well, I gotta control my eyes. I can't be staring at that stuff. Be looking at it like, you know, and that's what you got. And that has to do, again, it has to do with the way we process stuff. It will impact us. How did Rome crumble? How did it crumble? Why did it crumble? Because of immorality. Immorality. Rome went down because of immorality. We're in a season, history repeats itself. We're in a season where that's coming to a upheaval here now. And we're seeing it as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in our day. And we are in that day today, right now. And the stuff that's going on in the world system today, could it have an impact on our minds morally? The value system today is not based on what God says. It's based on passion. And it's based on uncontrolled passion, uncontrolled emotions. So your victory or defeat, it's right here. Right here. You win or lose. Right here. So you got to make the decision that I will not. I'll give you an analogy. When I first got saved, again, me personally, me. Okay, I'm sitting down reading my Bible, and this is in a men's home, a discipleship program. I'm sitting down there, and I'm reading my Bible. And I don't know about you, but you know, when I hear women, you hear women walking in. I don't know about you, but women, so for some reason, especially when there's a nice looking young man, a handsome young man, or a cute, or however you want to word it, all of a sudden you sound like chickens. All of a sudden things change. It's like, why does that happen? Because it's something that comes along with that. See, it's called attention, which is what females desire. What are the basic needs in every person's life? Acceptance, affection, and approval. And if you don't have it, you're going to find it somewhere, and it'll come about, and you see it. So anyways, I'm sitting down and reading, and here comes the cat, what do we say, the Cacklers? Cacklers, would that be the right word? The cackle. Here comes the cackle. And I'm hearing. So I'm in the Bible. But as soon as that noise came through the door, my mind's not in the Bible, my eyes are. What I'm doing is I'm focusing on not being distracted. So Beauty walks in, who was my wife, but wasn't my wife at the time. Beauty and the Beast. No. No, she walks in, and then, amongst the other ladies, the young ladies that were there, and they're all, coming in. So my mind is set. I am not going to allow myself to be distracted by that passion, by that desire. It's a natural desire, but it can be uncontrolled. All right? So I stay in the Word. I stay. They walk through, and even on purpose, when they greet me, you know what I do? You remember what I did? I said, "Hi, Gilbert." "Hi." And I stay right there, right in the Word, because I did not want to allow any compromise to take place in my mind. I wanted to stay true. I chose to stay true to God because I wanted to stay clean. I wanted to stay pure. And the only way I knew how to do it at the time was to avoid it. And that's what I did. I avoided it. When I went to high school, I had this young lady, very attractive young lady, very lovely, very young, very nice looking, physically fit, the whole thing. I'm in the room, and I'm sitting down reading my Bible during lunch, because everybody else was a bunch of sinners and compromisers in that Christian school, and I was the only holy one. I was the only righteous one. So I went and set myself apart. No, I did have this thing